Okay, so get this right. Have you ever stopped to think about your kidneys? Like really think about them. I have to admit, I hadn't really given them much thought until I started doing some research for this deep dive with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but let me tell you, they are absolutely vital and way more interesting than I ever imagined.
I think most people don't think much about their kidneys until something goes wrong, unfortunately.
Right. It's like they're just these silent workhorses doing their thing 24/7, filtering all the gunk out of our blood.
Yeah, they're kind of like these little washing machines inside you, constantly cleaning things up.
Tiny washing machines. That's a great analogy. I love that.
Uh,
And we're going to be talking all about keeping those little machines running smoothly today in this deep dive on kidney health.
that's right, because when they stop working properly, that's when you run into some serious problems.
Kidney failure. It sounds scary. So for this deep dive, we dove deep into a bunch of medical journals, interviews with top kidney doctors, even listened to some patient stories. And honestly, some of the things we learned were pretty surprising even to me, and I thought I knew a thing or two about health.
Yeah, it's amazing how much misinformation is out there about kidneys and what can actually damage them.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help us break it all down and separate fact from fiction. So first things first, can we just talk about what kidney failure actually is?
Sure. Basically, kidney failure happens when your kidneys can't filter waste products from your blood as well as they should.
So they stop doing their job of being those little washing machines.
Exactly. And that waste builds up in your body and can cause all sorts of problems.
So it's not just about, needing to pee more often. It can actually be life-threatening.
Absolutely. It can affect everything from your blood pressure to your heart function, even your bones.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about what actually causes kidney failure, because it's not like you break a kidney, right?
Right.
It's more complicated than that.
Right. It's usually a gradual process, and a lot of different factors can contribute to it. But the doctors we spoke to all agree that there are 4 main culprits.
4 horsemen of the kidney apocalypse. Okay, lay them on me.
Right. Number 1 is high blood pressure.
Makes sense, I guess, since the kidneys are filtering blood.
Yeah, high blood pressure puts a lot of stress on those tiny blood vessels in the kidneys. Think of it like trying to force too much water through a small hose.
Okay, I'm starting to see how delicate these little guys are.
And over time, that pressure can damage those delicate filters.
And then they can't filter as well. Okay, that's one. What's the next culprit?
Number 2 is diabetes.
Diabetes. Yeah, I've heard that's linked to kidney problems, but I don't really understand the connection.
Well, when you have diabetes, your body has trouble controlling your blood sugar levels. And those high sugar levels can also damage those tiny filters in your kidneys.
Ah, I see. So it's like feeding the washing machines too much sugar, they get all gunked up.
Exactly. It overloads the system and makes it less efficient.
Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. What else can mess with our kidneys?
Number 3 is actually something you might not expect. Overuse of certain painkillers.
Wait, really? Like just regular ibuprofen or Tylenol?
Well, not Tylenol, but ibuprofen and naproxen specifically.
Yeah.
If you take them too often or in high doses for a long time, they can actually reduce blood flow to the kidneys and damage those filtering units.
Wow. I take ibuprofen like all the time for headaches. I had no idea it could be so bad for your kidneys.
Yeah, it's something a lot of people aren't aware of. Those medications are safe when used as directed, but if you're taking them regularly, it's definitely something to talk to your doctor about.
Noted. Okay, last but not least, what's the 4th kidney culprit?
Dehydration.
Dehydration, really?
Yeah, if you're not drinking enough water, your kidneys don't have enough fluid to do their job properly.
So they can't flush out all those toxins. Okay. Well, I'm feeling a little parched now. Maybe we should take a quick break so I can go grab some water.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Hydration is super important for kidney health.
We'll be right back, folks. And when we return, we'll be talking about what you can do to keep those kidneys happy and healthy.
Some good.
Okay, we're back, and I'm feeling much more hydrated now. Thank you very much.
Good to hear.
So before the break, we were talking about all the things that can damage our kidneys. But let's switch gears and talk about what we can do to protect them, Ryder.
Right. And the good news is a lot of it comes down to those healthy habits we always hear about.
Like eating our vegetables and exercising.
Exactly. Things like staying hydrated, eating a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, and seeing your doctor for checkups.
Okay, so let's break those down a bit more. You already mentioned hydration. How much water should we be drinking?
Well, it varies depending on your individual needs and activity level, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for 8 glasses of water a day.
8 glasses. Got it. What about diet? What kinds of foods are good for our kidneys?
A diet that's low in sodium and processed foods is really important.
So basically the opposite of what I usually eat.
Well, ideally, yes. Focus on fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein.
Okay, I can try to work on that. And exercise. How does that help our kidneys?
Regular exercise helps to control blood pressure and blood sugar, both of which are important for kidney health.
Makes sense. So it all comes back to those healthy habits we've all heard about a million times. But it sounds like they're extra important for our kidneys.
They really are. And don't forget about those regular checkups with your doctor.
Right. Early detection is key for any health issue, including kidney problems.
Exactly. So if you're experiencing any unusual symptoms like changes in urination or fatigue, definitely don't hesitate to see your doctor.
Great advice. This has been such a fascinating deep dive. I honestly learned so much today. I feel like I need to go buy my kidneys a little thank you gift or something.
Well, the best gift you can give them is to take good care of yourself.
True that. And you know what? This whole conversation has got me thinking. We've been talking about the kidneys as filters for our physical bodies, but what about the filters in our lives more broadly? Like, what about the information we consume, the people we surround ourselves with, even the thoughts we allow to take up space in our minds?
Oh, I like that.
It's something to think about, right? What are the things that are clogging up our mental and emotional filters? And what can we do to clear them out and make sure we're letting in the good stuff? Something to ponder as you go about your day, folks.
Great food for thought. Thanks for having me. This was fun.
It was my pleasure. And thanks to all of you for listening to this deep dive on kidney health. We'll catch you next time.